Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and this one is another one for my New York album. So this is a 6x12 pocket page, and it's just a single page, and it's an interesting story. We had a little snafu while we were trying to do this event here. We were supposed to go to Carmine's, which is really close off Times Square, for dinner before our show that night. And we had a reservation, and we were taking the subway, and it was myself and my two friends. And I know where I'm going because I've been in New York several times. Well, when we were on the subway, I got talking with a local near me on the train, totally wasn't paying attention. And clearly my friends weren't either, even though I told them what stop we needed, because all of a sudden I look up and we are all the way up by Central Park. And I said, oops, we have to get off because we missed our stop. Turn around, go back. We finally get to Carmine's. We're late for our reservation. They said they would honor it, but we waited 20 minutes and they never got to us. And I refused to pay them money. I know I probably should have, but I refused to pay them money to get us seated. So we left. And we met up with another friend of ours that lives in New York at a bar that was just like 2 blocks away around the corner called O'Donoghue's. And we had very little time left by the time we got there. So I want to tell that story, and I've already picked out my journaling card. However, I think I want something up here that's a full card of some type with something on the background where I wouldn't journal. Then I want these 2 photos, and then I want to tell the story here. However, I'm thinking I might want to put something on top of this card and fill maybe half of it, like another 3x4 photo over here. And I'm thinking I might just pull up Google Maps and show where O'Donoghue's is so that it, makes the story clear of, oh, we were very close to where we needed to be. It's just timing, and then the snafu on the train just made it impossible. So I think that's what I'm starting with. So I'm going to go to my phone and print out a photo. All right, so I printed out the photo that I wanted to use on this card. However, I changed my mind slightly. At first, I thought I wanted it a full 3x4 to cover half the card, but then I decided I wanted to try to fit it in between the lines. So here is what I have printed that shows where it was. You can see like the Times Square stop is right here that we missed and had to go back to. And then I can fit it right in here, just perfectly in between those lines, and it still leaves me journaling room here. Now, I probably am going to have to write fairly small, but that's okay. All right, so I've adhered that, and that's ready to go. I also think I want to go into my food and drink stash of stuff because I'm sure I have stuff in there I can use. And I love it that I have a good ice cream photo here because that's all we had time for. By the time we sat down, we weren't gonna have time to like order a burger. It wouldn't probably be cooked in time or any of the other stuff that looked great on the menu. So we just had desserts, even though, it was like 6 o'clock. That's all we had. We did hope, oh, maybe we can get some snacks at the theater later. So we just decided to go with dessert. And so I had ice cream. So here's part of my stash of food and drink stuff. I can see right here I already have an ice cream cone, and I think there are some other things in there too. So I'm just going to pull out what's in here and see what I can find. So I am going to use this, which was in my stash, and then I think I may try to work in this one that says saving space for dessert, even though we didn't really have a choice. We ended up saving space and just having dessert, but it's orange and has an ice cream cone on it, which works perfectly with my orange that's in here and the ice cream. But because of that, I decided to switch these photos because I didn't want, if my ice cream is down here, which I think it will be, I didn't want the ice cream photo to be right on top. So I have switched those around, and I like that better. Well, now I have another dilemma. I found a card for up here. I want to use this one because that's the station we were trying to get to that we missed and then had to take time, get off, turn around, come back, and kind of screwed us up. So I definitely want to use that. I've got an empty space here. But then I was thinking, okay, if I put ice cream here, the ideal spot for this would be here, but I don't like those stacked on top of each other, and it's also really close to this. So in theory, I could switch these around again, but then I'm back to the problem with the double ice cream here. I could also put it there, but I'm not sure it goes with what this says, unless I just want the cute embellishment. I'm just not sure. So I have to really think about this and how I'm going to put it all together before I stick anything down permanently. All right, I think I may have come up with a solution. I'm going to change the sticker I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use the wood veneer still, but I'm going to use this sticker instead that says hangry. It's not exactly the same blue, but I think I can get away with it when it's against this photo. But then I can put that on, I can maybe overlap this a little bit, and it'll be in the dead space on this photo. I have adhered those to the photo, and I thought of something as I was putting those on. I have several stamp sets that have phrases that speak to not having the best day, perhaps, and they may have some explicatives on them. And I'm wondering if I can stamp something and make it fit over here. If the size of it would work, because I think that would be funny to have that on there and then tell the story of the ice cream down here. I think that might be pretty amusing. So I'm going to go into those stamps and see what I can do. So I've pulled out these stamps. This is called The Bad Place, and I think it's based on the show The Good Place, but I just love all the sayings regardless without the show. I didn't watch it, but I still think they're funny. I like this one, What the Fork, because it was food related. And then I like both of these. I'm not sure if I should use Mother Trucker or Son of a Biscuit. So I'm going to stamp a couple of things and just see how I can make them fit together. All right, I tested out everything to make sure it would work and decided to do it like this. Put them both on one strip here, and then I think I'm going to apply it right over here along the right hand side. I've decided I'm actually going to ink the edges on this just to help it stand out from the card a little bit more. Otherwise that white just kind of blends in. So I think I'm going to use this color to match the letters. So I think to bring in just a little bling here, I'm going to use a red rhinestone, and I will glue it right on top so that it looks like a cherry, and it helps bring in some of that color. And then because I have red up here and here, then I'm wondering if I should work it in somewhere here too, because I already have this color, I have the blue, but I don't have any red. So I pulled out some sticker sheets here, and on this one I found out I have a red arrow. So I think what I'm going to do is take that and place it right down here and either overlap it there or put it right next to the name of the pub and indicate that, and then it also brings in the color that I need. So I added the rhinestone and it's dry now. I also decided to add a little star that matches that, and it was on the sticker sheet as well. And then here is the red arrow that I added. So now I think it's probably done. I'm going to look at it one more time before I make my final decision. I've decided that this one is done, so I'm going to do a close-up. Here's the card with the part that I added, the stamping. And then there's the middle row with the embellishments I added, and the bottom row with the photo overlay, and then just the arrow, and then I will write the story. So here's another one done for New York. Thanks for watching.